Hey, this is AJ Craft with CraftyWriter.com. Today I'm coming to you to deconstruct a Facebook page, and I had the wonderful permission of Miss Lisa Clark, who I thank so much for being brave and putting her copy out there. And I'm going to use that to show you how you can kind of break down and tweak your Facebook ads, what might work, what might not work, and how you can kind of really narrow in on your audience and grab their emotions and just rip their hearts out so that they are so let's kind of get started. So she has a video and she has, okay, I think let's go with the video first, and I'll just kind of stop and start as I have some feedback and notes. And remember that, this is just one person's opinion. Take it or not. It's just kind of feedback and different options to kind of help you think about things when you're creating your Facebook ads. All right, so let's start.
My name is Lisa Clark, and I want to share a story with you. So during my 40s, I experienced all of these different kinds of changes to my hair, skin, nails, and eyes.
Okay, so she starts out wanting to share a story. Stories are always excellent. They are great. What I would recommend is that you start out with a powerful hook to get your audience's attention. Okay. It's got to be powerful. 3 seconds is the attention span, if that, nowadays online, and they will scroll past or opt out or go back if you don't grab their attention. The other thing I noticed just from this much video is it's all about the I's instead of the U's. So when you're crafting a story, yes, you're going to base it on your experience, but you have to way that it is about them. So instead of maybe saying, I did this and this happened to me, you can turn it around by describing your situation as if it happened to them. So for example, start right in the middle of the action. You're having dry skin. When you turn 50, this is what happened to you. You're describing their pain. It happens to be your pain too in your experience, but you're putting it in the context of it being about them. People are just naturally selfish. It's human nature. They want to know what's in it for them. They don't care about you at this point until they know that you care about them first and that you have done a good job of connecting, that you understand them by articulating their pain. Okay?
Kind of got dry. Everything got dry. I was using those prosthesis eye drops and buying all kinds of crap for my hair and moisturizers for my skin. And I was like, okay, I'm cool.
Okay, I love her personality. It's light, it's bubbly, it's frank, it's connect on a very personal level very quickly. And kind of tweaking the format of how she delivers it make a huge difference in more clicks and conversions.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Second change. Mood swings. Yeah. I was pretty moody. I would come home one day and be all happy and chatty and fun. And then I would come home the next day and be like quiet and sad. And kind of everybody get out of my way. Yeah, my family was like, what's up with them? Then.
Okay, you'll notice that there's a lag in her explanation, and it's not a bad thing if you're doing a video for your community. But if this is to be a Facebook ad, it needs to be quick and punchy. It needs to be faster rhythmically. It needs to get to the point. And again, instead of positioning this from the I standpoint, I did this, this is what happened to me, it's you, this is what's happening to you. You're foretelling their pain so that they know that you connect. You know exactly what it's like to feel the way they're feeling right now. Okay?
The third thing that happened to me, which impacted me the most, was I gained a bunch of weight. I gained like 20, 25 pounds and I couldn't fit in shit. just being really honest here. And yeah, I was feeling really depressed, pretty sad, and tried to do all kinds of things, and nothing was working. Turned to my old cardio with running and spinning, and started.
I love her personality again. I love the specific examples that she's giving, and everything that she's tried. You just need to pick up the pace a little bit.
Myself, and still nothing. Scale wouldn't budge. Well, actually, I don't have a scale, but my pants still wouldn't fit. Then I was like, okay, be cool. What's going on? So I started to do some research and put two and two together and came to the conclusion that yes, I was in midlife. Yes, I was having hormonal imbalances equaling perimenopause. I don't like to say that word, but yes, I was in perimenopause. So, can you relate? Anybody out there, 40s, 50s, feeling like confused and moody and like, what? Can't fit your pants anymore? Yeah, I'm that girl. Well, Moody Mama Strong was created out of the idea that we as women going through all these midlife changes are stronger if we do them together. Not sweeping them under the rug like, hello, my mom never even told me. So, with the right tools.
So you're noticing that she's transitioned from her personal experience of the pain, then she's asking, you ever dealt with that? Have you ever experienced that? So what I'm suggesting is that you lead with, you assume that they have experienced that because the audience you're talking to that you want to work with has experienced these problems. That's the entire reason why you're explaining to them the pain. So you already know that they have experienced it. The people you're looking for have already experienced the pain. So lead with that. Tell them, mirror back to them the pain. You know, you want them thinking, holy crap, they're talking exactly to me, only to me. Okay. You want to get it to it quickly. You want to focus that message and have it hit home really hard. And then once you have established that, then you start talking about your product or service. But when you're talking about a Facebook ad, you're not trying to give the whole boat away. You don't want to give the price. You don't want to give the, necessarily every single detail. You want to make sure that you are giving them an intriguing, just enough information to have them click on the link or the call to action that you want them to have. Okay. Because if you give it all the way up front, they have no reason to click. Okay.
I was able to reach health and fitness goals I didn't think were possible at age 50. Yeah, got back in a bathing suit and I worked with confidence. It's feeling really good.
All right, so she's talking about, here's my after journey. This is what happened once I found the solution. And here are the specific examples as to how I benefited as a result of the solution, which is great.
So, if you are feeling serious, motivated to get Moody Mama Strong with me.
Now, this term, Moody Mama Strong, I think it's cute. I don't think you should change it. It's your brand, but using it, Moody Mama Strong, to somebody who's looking at the, why do we care? We don't know who Moody Mama Strong is right now. Why would we care to want to be like Moody Mama Strong? Hopefully that makes sense. We still need to build some trust. We still need to warm them up by getting them into our opt-in, our email, and talking to them and building a relationship with them before we can entice them with wanting to be Moody Mama Strong. Hope that makes sense.
In the comments section, say, I'm in.
Now she said, do me a favor. Why would we do anybody a favor? What's in it for us? What's in it for us? I'm not sure that I'm aware right now that the benefits of taking the action are compelling enough. And you want to spend a little more time building up the compelling reason why they want to take action by building that mystery, building that intrigue, giving them enough information to let them know if they take action, this is exactly what they're going to get.
And together, we can combat these midlife changes, things that are going on with you and impacting your body together. Okay, thanks for listening. Bye.
Nope. Okay. So again, Lisa, thank you so very much. It is awesome to see your example put out there. Okay, so let's move on to the copy here. At first glance, what do you see overall? What do you see? All right. I see a lot of writing, right? If we've got 3 seconds to talk to somebody, it needs to be brilliant. It needs to be good, fast. It needs to catch their attention and hold it, okay? Hey, girlfriend, are you turning 50 this year and want to turn your health and fitness upside down by getting into crazy good shape? Well, I know exactly how to help you. Does that grab your attention and want you to read the next sentences? I mean, ask yourself, yes or no. Okay. One of the things I would recommend right off as part of formatting is limiting your sentences to 1 or 2 sentences with a double space in between to make it easier to read so that they can scroll down quickly. They can read. And then when they hit something that interrupts their brain patterns, it makes them reread. But you're trying to make it as easy to read as possible while being impactful. So this is too much of a sentence. It needs to be broken up. This is too much. This is too much. You need shorter sentences. Okay. Now over here, I've copied this information and I've put it in a Word document because I want to show you something. If you were to read through this, you're going to notice something as an outside observer just reading this for the first time. And honestly, you're probably not going to get through all of this because it's a lot. But the words that are in colors that I've colored, what do they have in common? You, I, my, me, myself, me, you. Okay. So this is the whole copy. And I tallied it up. At the bottom, the number of I's that have been used are 26 I's. My's, 22. Number of me's, 4. The number of you's, 10. And the number of yours, 9. Okay. What does that say? We're talking about ourselves too much. There's like twice as many I's and my's as there are you and yours. Now, I understand that some Facebook ad advice is to minimize the number of views and to keep it about your product. But you can still convey that you're talking about them without necessarily using you. But for the purposes of any kind of copy, you generally speaking need to have way more you and yours than I's and me's and my's. Okay? Because they don't care about us, right? Not at this point. They care about themselves, and you have to meet them where they are, and you can't expect them to meet you where you are because you're the one asking for them to listen to you. All right? So for example, instead of like, if you don't want to use you can still describe their pain in a way, in a situation, even if you're starting a sentence like in the middle of the sentence, fatigue, exhaustion, all these things you're familiar with. When is it going to stop? When is it going to end? You see what I'm saying? That kind of thing. So definitely watch the I's, the I's. Work it to where you can get out as many of these as possible. Okay. So, hey girl, okay, 50. All right, she's got her audience. She knows who she's talking to. All right. Women in their 50s, health and fitness, crazy good shape. There's another tip. Good. Does that paint a picture to you? Is that a word that paints a picture to you that gets you excited about getting into crazy shape? Could there be other words that you can replace instead of that would help paint a more vivid picture? Of course. So use thesaurus.com for all these overused words and find a better word that will help paint a powerful picture, okay? Just high wattage verbs mainly, because verbs definitely help you paint a picture. All right. So I know exactly how to help you. Okay. The reality. So this is her setup for the problems, the pain points. Okay. And she's using herself. We've covered that. It's a woman going through midlife changes. During my 40s, I didn't recognize what was happening with my body. As years went on, the signs and symptoms got bigger and bigger, and so did I. I had become overweight, moody, and miserable. I could no longer accept or ignore this new version of me. Okay. What I like about this is that she is conveying pain points. It just needs to be reworded so that the focus is on them and not my. Okay. The commitment. So in August of 2016, I decided to make a bold move, join a fitness challenge group. Hitting myself 2 rounds a day. Blah, blah. Okay. A lot of this doesn't even need to be here. It's too much detailed information that isn't relevant to them. It isn't relevant. They want to know yesterday. A second ago, they want to know what it can do for them. You can simplify a lot of this by hitting the pain points and then going right into the building the hope that there's a solution for it. Get right to the point. Okay. All this detail, 30 work, none of that matters right now. You're not trying to sell them on your Facebook ad. You only want them to take one action, and that is to click on whatever link is going to lead them to the next road on their journey. Okay. The mindset, again, take it out, take all of this out. Now the win, here's the results, here's the solution. I'm down 2 pant sizes, kept it off. Yes, I would keep some of this in to relay the fact that there were great results. I would go through every single word and take out the overused words and put in something better. Okay. And then I would turn this around on them, how they're the ones who can benefit from this. Okay. I'm looking for, we don't care what you're looking for. We don't care. What are you going to give us? Right? Okay. How can you help us? Instead of I am looking for, it's, I want to serve women who are motivated, decisive, and ready. They're sick to death of being, in the same body 1 second longer, and they want to make a change immediately. Okay. So here's my offer to you, one-on-one all this is what they get. Yes, that is good. You want to make sure it's not just a feature, that it is a benefit. It shows them how it's going to benefit them, not just what it is. Okay. And she does have some of this in here. And there are a couple schools of thought as to whether you want to list what they get here, because it does sound like a pitch. I honestly would keep this a lot simpler overall and intrigue them with an invitation to get them to, instead of trying to sell the challenge. And challenge, if you're in fitness with Beachbody coaching and in general, challenge is an overused word. Strategy, blueprint, maybe some of those words can help instead. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, I would simplify this a lot, make this shorter. Now, I'm going to tell you, long copy is really great when you're trying to build up some trust. And if done correctly, long copy is perfectly acceptable. But every single word has to hit right on the spot. It has to be completely narrowed in, targeted down, and worth its weight to be there. It has to earn its reason to be there. So if it's not, it needs to go. So a lot of this can be simplified by staying on their pain points, talking to them about their lives, and then offering the possibility of the mystery, the intrigue of a solution if they click below. So this is I'm in comment section. Okay, so when this call to action, it's posting in the comments below. So, but if you have a freebie or opt-in, a freebie to an opt-in, whatever it is, you would put it at the bottom. So the main points that I would like you to understand and kind of keep in mind are this. Do you have more U's than I's? Do you have short 1 to 2 sentence paragraphs with double space in between? Did you start your opening with a attention-grabbing hook? Did you adequately describe their pain in explicit detail? Did you show them what life would be like if they don't change? And did you show them what life would be like if they did change? Have you piqued their interest? Do they want to know more by clicking on your offer? And would you want to know more if you're reading this back to yourself? Have you delivered a clear and direct call to action? Does each sentence keep them interested to read to the next sentence? Are you talking to your audience like they're real human beings and not just, marketing robotic talk? Keep those in mind. And then some things that you don't want to do. You don't want to have long paragraphs or run-on sentences with no spaces in between. You want to keep it easy flowing, easy to read. You don't want to talk about yourself too much or use too many I's. Not grabbing their attention from the beginning or being boring or dragging it out. You don't want to write salesy, boring copy that doesn't stand out, that sounds like everybody else who's trying to sell something. You want to make sure that you include a call to action. And then you want to make sure that you know what your message is even before you write your ad, so that you know that you're going to hit it when you're writing it out, okay? And that's based on your target audience of who you're talking to. Okay, so you don't want to not show them that you understand their pain or that you care about their situation. Okay, because if you try to sell them something without establishing that, they're not going to pay attention. Okay, you don't want to try to sell them in the ad. All you want to do is pique their interest so that they'll click and go to the next step, whatever that is, so that you can kind of form a relationship and warm them up. Okay, and you definitely want to provide value. So, I'm gonna post a link to this checklist. You can get this for free. I'll post it when I post this video. I wanted to do a Facebook live stream, but the internet connection I have here is not very good. So I'm having to record videos until I can find a better location to do live streams. But in any event, I hope this works for you. I hope it helps. If you have any questions, put them in the link below. I will also tell you that this week I'm offering a Facebook ads program for people who are interested in wanting to learn how to write their own Facebook ads. Instead of hiring me at $1,500 to write one project, I'm going to teach you how to write a Facebook ad. And I'm going to teach you how to use that ad to write all your future ads so that you have it as kind of like a template. But in the program that I'm offering, write it with you. We're going to have you test it, and then I will help you tweak it if it does not convert the way that you expected. Okay, so this is not just something that I'm leaving, sign up for my program and it's self-study only and you'll never, I'll never hear from you again, or I won't reach out. Okay, we're going to be involved. It's something that you need feedback on. So I'm making myself available to a number of people to do this. 10 people is probably going to be the limit that I can handle on this program for right now. And the price is going to be good until Sunday. It'll go up from there. So if you're interested in learning more about it, message me, leave a comment, and we will talk about it. So thanks so much, and I'll talk to you soon.